Hello. After when you permanently attach your linen tape with your thread, which is the colored thread of your top fabric, and is attached to your top fabric. So that's very important. Make sure it doesn't go through fully through your top fabric, only catching up a little threads of your top fabric to attach it in the same manner as you did before. So that's need to be done. So when you've done that, the next part would be is we need to reinforce the back, the neckline and the armhole, which we're going to apply linen tape there as well. To for the collar, where the collar going to be attached, there will be have a backup and will be strong enough to sustain the collar. And for the armhole, obviously, it's for the sleeve. So when we're touching the sleeve, that would not stretch as much and have strength. Now, for the neckline, you will need to cut linen tape. So if I just turn around, so you will need to cut linen tape, which is 10 centimeters width, and it have to be on bars. So you have to have some stretchiness in there. So it's very, very important that it's in natural bars. It actually doesn't have to be in linen. It can be in cotton if you've got cotton. That's absolutely fine. You can do that. So it can be silicone. So when you've done that, so you'll lay your linen. The linen, the length of the linen, you only need is about that much. So you measure across the back, and that would be the length of your linen. Then you need to turn it the wrong side of your back. So this is the wrong side, and we are touching on top of your linen tape. So again, as I said previously, make sure it's the wrong side of your back you're attaching to linen tape, otherwise you will have to unpick it. Okay, so that's important that you do that with a single thread, your tucking thread. So we're going to tuck that together, and that's why it have to be applied on to the wrong side, and we're attacking on the right side of the fabric. So we're going to do all the big stitchings like we did before. So it's a basting stitching, and I'll go through your seam allowance. So I want that behave as one fabric. So go through seam allowance. Just go along neckline. It's a big stitchings, so as you see, and then you secure. There we go. So you will be including into your seam allowance on the shoulders, and it will include into seam allowance at the center back, because that's where your linen tape will be held. Now I'm going to cut the excess of my linen around the neckline, center back, and the shoulders. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it again, so just to check, make sure it looks fine. What I also like to do is, just like instead of being straight, just going to give a little curved line there, so just to make it more that way. The next part, what I would like you to do is to snip your linen tape along your shoulder. So this is my shoulder, and I'm going to snip again. That gives that flexibility. Yeah. So that's done. The next linen I would like you to cut will be 5 centimeters. So turn around. Will be 5 centimeters width, and is again have to be on bias, so it have a stretchiness in it, and that will be applied on the armhole side. Okay, so when that is done, So you apply that, flip it over, so make sure it's, we're going to tuck it from the right side, not the wrong side. Done that, and we're going to attach it with the thread, backing thread, along your armhole. So through your seam allowance and next to your armhole. Again, you don't need to cut the linen tape too long. So as long it goes across that be enough. And you secure that. That's it. Perfect. Now I'm going to cut my linen tape to the right size. So go here. And I'm going to cut that. Now I'm going to flip it over, so I'm going to check, make sure it's all fine. Again, it's this one unnecessary, so I'm just going to slightly trim it off that. And also I like to be slightly curved, so I'm going to curve that part as well. The reason is I'm curving because otherwise that corner will sticking out when you start finishing your coat and start pressing, and that corner will be there. So I find that when you do things more smooth, it doesn't show, it's not as obvious. There we go. So perfect. So that's what you have to achieve. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to attach them with anything else because it's going to be sewn into your center back. It will be sewn into your neckline, into the shoulder. So it's all that will be attached. So you don't need to attach it with anything else. So it will you know, be secured. So that's how your back should be prepared. So if you look, you've got linen around your back, and you've got linen goes into your pleat and vent. So give a good press again, and that is ready for next stage. See you later. Bye.